Start in about 30 seconds. Why don't we all make our way this way? Okay.
Johnny over here. Please, this is yours. Where's Con Ed?
Ragu is coming.
They're coming too, right?
Yeah.
He's here already?
Okay, I think we're all gathering over. Everybody that is supposed to be here is here? Good.
Yes.
Okay, great. So good morning. And on behalf of the Port Authority of New York, and New Jersey, I want to welcome you to the world's best airport, JFK. Of course, I might be a little partial, but I don't have to tell you what an exciting day this is for everyone here as we mark yet another milestone to help us meet our sustainability goals and take another step toward being net zero by 2050. We're certainly doing our part at the Port Authority, where we have initiatives across the agency's operations that are helping us to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, including the expansion of charging infrastructure like this to advance electrical vehicles, adoption from fleet taxi for hire vehicles, and private cars. We also have nearly 250 charging points for our own Port Authority vehicles, with nearly 15% of those right here at JFK, plus 200 charging ports across our airport system paid parking lots. And on top of that, the Revel project will more than double the number of public FHV fast chargers, which is very important when you say fast chargers, at JFK to nearly 50 in all. So we're not just paying lip service when we say we are committed to this issue. By the way, that includes transitioning our own Port Authority fleet of airport shuttle buses that may have transported you today to this site this morning. But I'm really proud to stand here, this Revel projects and others like it, because we're good. You know, for JFK, it's really an awesome project that we have accomplished. And I look at Anna and I just think of the things, and Dennis, the things that we went through to help get this accomplished. So we're good for JFK today. It's also good for our planet tomorrow, and we all win. And not just our customers and our stakeholders, but everyone who depends on a cleaner environment for a better future. So thank you all that were involved, who made this happen. Of course, our Port Authority executive team. Rick Cotton has a lot to do with this, so we really appreciate that. But including our COO, Jim Heitman, who really helps us and pushes us to get these things accomplished. So, and he's joining us here today, and he's right over there. I'll just keep pointing at him. And of course, the Port Authority team here at JFK and our world headquarter team, World Trade Center, and of the team at Revel. Our partners, wonderful partners, TLC, of course, and Con Ed, and everyone else who supported this important initiative. But I have to say I'd be remiss if I didn't really give a special thank you to Anna Stuchula, our JFK physical plant manager, and her team. I mean, they were awesome in really helping us get this along. So with that, I want to introduce our first speaker, Revel COO and co-founder Paul Suey.
Good morning, everyone, and thanks so much for being here. As she said, my name is Paul Suey. I'm a co-founder and chief operating officer at Revel. And first and foremost, I just want to thank the Port Authority, our partners there. So thank you so much. We worked hand in hand to deliver the site today. And unfortunately, sites like this do not happen overnight. It takes vision, it takes foresight, and the Port Authority worked to deliver that to understand how much more charging is needed at a place like JFK. At Revel, New York City is our home, and our goal is to build out a network of dense, reliable fast charging that New Yorkers can rely on. And these chargers here, these 24 chargers, signify our commitment to that goal. And in 2025, we are doubling down. We are building more, we are growing faster. Just in the next couple of months, we have over 150 chargers that are going into construction. We're doubling down on our goal because we know that without access to widespread, publicly available fast charging, New Yorkers simply will not choose to go electric. We're doubling down on our goal because we know that TLC taxi rideshare drivers are demanding it. You can just ask Commissioner Doe. Over 12,000 drivers already have an electric car that drive a TLC vehicle, and they need access to more charging, and we are committed to delivering that to them. We're doubling down on our goal because we know now is the time where we have the support to do so. Building infrastructure, no matter what type of infrastructure, especially fast charging in New York City, is hard. It's very hard. And you need support and you need partnership in order to do it. Whether it's the folks at the Port Authority that have the vision and foresight to build charging where drivers need it most, it's our partnership with Con Ed and their Power Ready program, where they're committed to delivering power in a cost-effective and timely manner, or the folks at the Taxi and Limousine Commission and their Green Rides initiative that are focused on continuing to drive electrification. We're very, very excited to continue to work together in that collaboration and partnership to electrify more vehicles, to build more charging, and to make our city's air just a little bit cleaner. And maybe the last thing, and in my opinion, the most important thing, I'd like to give a shout out, thank you, congratulations, I'm proud of you, to the Revel team. It's a lot of work. Let's give them a round of applause to get to where we are today. The good news is we don't stop here, and we're going to keep building more and more. As I said, one of our primary customers that we're committed to serving very, very well is the Taxi and Limousine Commission. So I'd like to hand it over to Commissioner David Doe.
Thank you so much, Paul. Well, thanks so much, Paul, and good morning, everyone. What a beautiful day it is to be at JFK. In truth, any day is a great day when it comes to fast charging, especially building more of them. And TLC doesn't build fast charging stations, but we've always been building a community of zero-emission drivers through our Green Rides initiative, along with a cleaner, safer, and more affordable city. On behalf of those drivers in the TLC, I'd like to thank all the groups represented here today. I'd like to thank Paul, Revel, for your perseverance, for sticking to your dreams, and no provider has done more than Revel to maintain the drumbeat of new station openings. It was only a few months ago that we opened Pier 36 together. So congratulations once again, and let's give them a round of applause. And you know, if I wasn't talking about EV charging stations today, I'd say that you and Revel are cooking with gas. I also want to thank Vice President Sudakara. Thank you and Con Ed for all of your preservation and building so much more conduit and infrastructure so that we can build stations like this. I know you're helping us with the Power Ready program in Woodside, Queens, where we too are going to build 30 fast charging stations. So thank you for all of your work. Finally, a special thank you to Rick Cotton and of course Teresa and the entire airports team. Every single month, you have been meeting with me and the TLC to see how we can expand more fast charging infrastructure across all of our airports. And Rick has taken that passion head on. So I can't thank the PA, the Port Authority, enough. You know, a lot of folks could have just nodded and say, great, you know, I'll get right on it. But Rick put it on the top of his priority. And now for the 12,668 FHV drivers, the wait for charging is just going to be a little bit less. This will mean a lot to them. These stations will mean a lot to them. They won't have to wait as long, and that means more trips for them. So thank you, Teresa, and thanks to your entire team. As we keep moving forward with the Green Rides initiative, by 2030, all high-volume vehicles that are dispatched will be wheelchair accessible or electric. And so we have a long way ahead, but with the commitment and teams behind us, we're going to make that happen. So thank you so much, Con Ed. Thank you so much, Port Authority. And thank you so much, Revel. And now I would like to invite the Vice President of Con Ed, VP Sudakara, up to make some remarks.
Thank you so much. I think those are really great. I just want to also start off by saying thank you to Port Authority. I guess I agree with you. We live in the most dynamic and incredible city in the world, and JFK is a critical piece of the transportation infrastructure. And our Power Ready program, together with partners like all of us here, we're just proud to be able to support the build out of these 24 chargers and many more to come. And I think we already heard about the for hire vehicles that will come and use these lots, which is really fantastic because it's both for the visitors, like visiting our dynamic region, as well as the residents here can sort of take advantage of the EV chargers here. For us, for Con Ed, we're committed to providing infrastructure to support this build out. Public DC FCs or public fast charging is a key initiative for us, and this is one of 250 public chargers across the city that's been built in the last 2 to 3 years, and we're not stopping. There's going to be 40 in Queens alone, including some of the ones you heard. And truly, we also thank TLC for everything you've done, especially with the Green Rides initiative. That was a key reason for a dramatic increase in adoption of electric vehicles here. Buy vehicles that travel the most, that put the most miles on the road. So we have a lot of clean miles. Now, lastly, I'll just sort of lay in a little bit of a broader context from a local utility perspective, which is we are also making infrastructure investments, including very much here in Queens, like our new Idlewild substation complex that we're building to accommodate the larger electrification of JFK, and would also help buses that also transport people, be electric. So we're very, very proud of everything that people have said, and a huge thank you from Con Edison to everyone. And thanks everybody for being here today.
I know this is not part of the program, but I think you should come up and say a few words, sir. Sorry.
She could do that because I never prepare anyway. But, I was part of a lot of these conversations, and just on top of what everybody else said, the partnership that it takes, interagency, our partnership with our private partners, within the Port Authority, our maintenance, our operation, Office of Sustainability, the commercial folks who have to negotiate, the legal folks, what it takes to do this project in the frame that it was done. It was said to be impossible, and I always love when we do the impossible. So I want to congratulate and thank everyone who had a part in really doing the work, and happy to be here to see it lit up. And just interesting, cool stuff. This is being powered by this EV, this whole arrangement here. So it just shows you the power of being on the front of this and really making change. And it really does take that partnership. So again, thank you.
Okay, so thank you to all the speakers, and I think everyone here has made it abundantly clear why projects like this matter so much. So before we move to the ceremonial plug-in, of course, I just, again, want to thank everybody for joining us today at the world's greatest airport, of course. And then just by saying more, thank you all for being here. Jim's right. It does take a village to get something like this done. And in the time frame that we did, it was just amazing. So again, thank you to all those who worked. We really are working to make this country's gateway, the world's best airport, a better place. So now I'd like to invite, of course, Jim and the lineup of speakers to join me to plug in the 2 vehicles for the first charge ever. So please join me over here to the left. Thank you, everybody.